Oh, what's up, everybody? Phoebe Morgan, thank you. Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. You guys are watching me live here. We're in a city called Kaiping. Actually, this is more like a suburb. It's more like a little suburb that we're in right now in China. To call it a city is a stretch. This is more like a little suburb, all right? A lot of people live here, but this is a small town, a very small suburb. We're walking around. I'm gonna give you guys about an hour and a half tonight, and then time to go get some rest. I just got a massage this afternoon. I feel refreshed. Big Al, I'm here, Big Al. Big Al asking me every night, when time you coming on? What time you coming on? I'm coming on right now. What up, Samantha? What's up, everybody? Man, Clev, this city's name is called Jiangmen, and we're in a small suburb of Jiangmen called Kaiping. The name is irrelevant, man. All you gotta know is that this is a tiny town deep in southern China. Population a couple million people. Very small town, old town. A lot of history. I feel rejuvenated, everybody. Can y'all see the glow in my face? I feel rejuvenated. Great to see everybody. Fresh cut indeed, Salas. But I got a haircut like a week ago, bro. You haven't watched me in a week. I've got this haircut like a week ago, brother. Great to see. Yeah, Wayne, man, how you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing this morning? We're walking around in Kaiping. You know what's kind of crazy? I was here last night. Y'all ever see the movie Groundhog's Day? I am living through Groundhog's Day right now. Thank you, Sandra's. I am living through Groundhog's Day because I am doing the exact same shit that I did yesterday, which was in the afternoon, I went to the Diaolo, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and then I came here. It's exactly what I did yesterday. The exact same thing. I'm living through Groundhog Day. I was here yesterday. I walked around a little bit. I thought this was actually very stream worthy yesterday. The reason I didn't stream it yesterday is I was tired last night. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all ever feel like you living in Groundhog Day? That's how I feel. I didn't stream it last night because now I have a new policy with my life where if I feel tired, instead of pushing my body to the limit and potentially burning out on this app, I'm actually going to save my energy and do it again the next day. You know what I'm saying? I used to stream morning and night. I will always stream at nighttime for you guys back home in America. But some mornings, I'm going to take off. I'm not going to stream every single morning from now on. Okay? Best Karen. I don't give tours, but a lot of people have asked me, man, I'll tell you what, man, if they shut this freaking app down and I ain't got nothing to do on TikTok, I might just start giving out tours. So yes, everybody, I'm going to say that again. You guys are going to see me every single night here on TikTok, but you won't find me every single morning on TikTok. I'm talking about morning USA time because I want to make sure I don't burn out on this app and that I could be here for a long time streaming for you guys. So anyway, let's keep it moving. We're here and we're about to approach a very lively section of the city, of the town. We're going to keep it moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Salas, we waiting for you out here, man. I'm an American. I've been living out here for 6 years. So 5 years and 9 months. Time has flown by. Most of you who are just waking up in the United States, good morning to all of you. Happy Tuesday. Okay, for a lot of you, this is going to be the first day of work for you. Yesterday was Veterans Day. Happy Tuesday morning. One of the things we love to do in the channel is just we love to walk through the quiet neighborhoods. Thank you, Melanated and Justin. We love to walk through the quiet neighborhoods where we do something called the alley hop. Okay, we love to do alley hops in China where we just go through a lot of neighborhoods that are occupied by the working people. Thank you, Des. We're going to do this in Japan as well. We're going to do this in Taiwan as well. Thank you, Sheila. We're going to do this everywhere. By the way, Mauricio just joined. And I want to say, thank you, Sheila. I want to say to Mauricio, thank you so much for all those galaxies last night. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. So anyway, we walk around a lot of different neighborhoods out here in China. This is one of them in the city of Kaiping. All right. Housing here is so cheap. Very, very affordable. Appreciate you, Mauricio. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. The city of Kaiping, as I actually spent quite a bit of time here last night just biking around and walking around in the city. Thank you, Louis and Sunshine. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday just going around these neighborhoods. And what I've come to realize is that this is, I hate to be very blunt about this as I say this, this is a pretty impoverished city, okay? This is not a particularly wealthy city, okay? But there is a lot of history here, and it is very close to Guangzhou, and it is very close to Shenzhen. We're only an hour and a half from Shenzhen. There's a very proud history here, but as I was spending some time biking around, walking around, I kind of realized like this is a city that hasn't really changed all that much. I'm saying, thank you, Nick. Great to see you, Nick. Like this is a city that's pretty much stood still in many ways in the last 10, 15 years. You can see a lot of these buildings are pretty old. I mean, I wouldn't say this is the nicest part of Guangdong I've been to, but there is a lot of nice history, a lot of proud history over here in the city. Okay, and frankly, this reminds me of Chicago. Thank you, Carlos and YOLO. We just got the stream started. Let the algorithm do its thing. Please share this live stream, everybody. And when y'all tap on y'all screens, when you guys tap on your screens, it really helps the channel. So I really appreciate you guys. Let's keep it moving. Let the algorithm do its thing. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Pond Hopper. Nah, there's no... Oh, this is sealed off. I can't even go there. That's sealed off. Let's go over here. Thank you, Gina. Please share this live stream and follow the channel. My name is Daniel from the state of North Carolina, baby. Thank you, Good Deed from the Philippines. Thank you, Neats. Let's keep it going. So my schedule today was pretty simple. This was really a very perfect day for me. I had a very beautiful morning live stream, and then I went ahead and spent about 4.5, 5 hours at a massage place where I was able to get some rest. I was able to take a shower. I was sweating pretty hard earlier this morning for the night stream yesterday. I took a shower and then got a nice foot massage, and I feel rejuvenated. Had some dumplings for dinner. Come out here. I'm gonna start to take it a little bit easier at nighttime when I'm streaming on TikTok because I don't want to burn out. So anyway, yes, everybody, please tap on your screen. The algorithm will bring us back. Well, we'll get back there. Getting my way back into streaming shape after taking pretty much all of October off. So please share this live stream. Follow the channel. Let's go to the night market now, and then we can wander around the streets a little bit later. Let's keep it moving. By the way, I want to share a story with you guys. Man, this story has been on my mind since yesterday. It's kind of tripping me out a little bit. I want to share a story with you guys, okay? So hear me out. So yesterday, you guys remember last night's live stream? No, the 2 nights before, where we were at the ancient town that was totally abandoned. There was like 25 people there. Do you guys remember that from what's it called? 2 nights ago? Okay, you guys remember that? What up, Big Blue? What up, Wildcat fan? All right, you guys remember that live stream from 2 nights ago when I was at the what's it called? At the what's it called? Yeah, you guys remember? Okay. So what happened was afterwards, I took a car from that place. Thank you, Peony and Easier said. I took a car from that place to the place that we went to last night, which is the UNESCO World Heritage Site. And after I finished filming, flying my drone after I finished filming, here's what's crazy, something crazy, man. So I had to take a car from that village in the middle of the farms. Thank you, Jesslyn Tan. I had to come out here. Yes, the town that looked like a movie set, exactly. And then I had to go to that village, and I had to come from the village to this place right here to do my... I was going to stream last night, but I was tired, so I didn't. Anyway, let me finish my story, though, because this is like really tripping me out a little bit. So I call a car to come and pick me up from the village. And I had a coupon on my carpool account. And after coupon, this is a true story, y'all. The car ride was 19 yuan. It came out to $2.70 for my car ride. $2.70. I'm gonna say that again. I used carpool, and it came out to $2.70. $2.70. The guy spent 25 minutes driving just to come and pick me up in the middle of this village. Okay? He spent 25 minutes coming just to pick me up. And then he spent another 30 minutes driving from the village to this downtown area. So the whole car ride took like an hour because I was in the middle of a village. 1 hour for that car ride. 25 minutes just to come and get me. Another hour just to help bring me to this village. Bring me to this downtown area. And the car ride was $2.65. It wasn't free. The moral of the story, if I use a coupon, he'll still get paid the full amount of the coupon. It's the platform. So it's basically the car ride platform that'll pay him. But the reason I tell you guys the story, why I was so struck by this yesterday, is I was just talking with my friend yesterday, with Panda yesterday. We were talking about this, and I was just like, dog, like this man right here drove his car to come and pick me up in an electric car, came and picked me up, 25 minutes, drove me another 30 minutes to get back. Thank you, Purevella, drove me another 30 minutes to get back to where I needed to go. He did all that for like, after the coupon, after he was reimbursed, he did all that for like $3. Thank you, HB and Purevella. He did all that for like $3. So I was just telling Panda, I was like, man, the more I live in this country, man, the more I just realize, like, labor is so undervalued here. People's labor and people's time is so undervalued in this country. Like, it's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is insane. Like, this is why, like, a lot of people, you know, they always think about, you know, why is it that so many things that we buy from China is really inexpensive? Why is it that so many things that we buy from China is so cheap? You know, how is their electric car so cheap? How is their factory products so cheap? A lot of people, you know, they say, why is their product so cheap? Like, the longer I live in this country, the more I just realize, man, that's all on the back of just like value of labor just isn't as high here. Thank you so much for the heart, Sumaya. It just isn't as, thank you, Sweet Tooth. It just isn't as high here. You know, it's like, it's hard for me to describe, you know, it's just like, it's such a, I don't know, man. I had a little thing. I know, Vicky, I heard that story too. It's crazy, man. By the way, it's crazy how today in the internet age, a story like that happening here in China, you guys will already know it. First of all, I didn't even know it, but let me finish that first story first. It's just like I said, yesterday I had a little moment where I was just so appreciative of, like, you know, how convenient things are for me here. But it's also like, it makes you kind of think about, you know, just how different life is here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, life is very different. By the way, man, I don't know what the hell's going on with the algorithm. Maybe it's because I'm using a different SIM card. Okay? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll have to restart this live stream and use my other SIM card. Thank you, Charlie and Sheila. Maybe it's country specific. But it is a double-edged sword. This time right now is 9 p.m. It is 9 p.m. Tuesday, November 12th. Great to see everybody. Thank you, Lady Death. Thank you, Emily. Hopefully the signal is good. Let's keep it moving. So yes, the story just happened in southern China. What's crazy about it is that was the city I was going next after Macau. I was headed there. Okay, I was headed there right after Macau. I'm not sure if I'm still going. The reason why is when you have a crazy event that takes place like that, it usually means that security is going to be extra tight in that city. There's going to be a lot of cops everywhere. And I'm not really sure if I want to go there during such a sensitive time. Thank you, Lady Death. This is a very serious incident that happened 2 days ago. It happened yesterday, actually. And I found out about it through one of our TikTok viewers. Sent me a message. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know the story happened in China. I didn't even know that. So thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. All right, let's go into the night market. That's the lit up section in front of me. We're going to go to Macau. This is why. Thank you, Marlene. Come on, algorithm. Do your thing. So a dude drove a car. He drove a car into a stadium. And basically, it wasn't very good. It was not good, everybody. dude drove a car into a stadium. And there was a lot of people exercising in that stadium, a lot of senior citizens, a lot of kids. So when I first saw, actually, I saw the news earlier today. Like, I want to say at lunch, I saw the news, but it just always says it was like a couple people were injured. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was a big deal. A few people were injured. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't realize it was such a big deal until when I saw the latest news. It's crazy. Let's keep it moving. But this is also why, for everybody who's watching, thank you, Jamie. In the society that we live in today, you never know what somebody is going through. Anybody you come across on the streets could be on the verge of a mental breakdown. This is why I try not to pick any fights with people. This is why I try not to get into any confrontations. Thank you, Peony. Yeah, I try not to get into any confrontations with people. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what could happen. You know what I mean? You never know what kind of a day they could be having. And at a time when unemployment is pretty high, where people's wages are being cut. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Annie. You know what I'm saying? I never, exactly, Sandra. That's why I probably got to do a little better job of that. I think I need to do a better job of being kind. But it's like, it's a crazy world we live in out here, man. It's a crazy world. Did you guys get a notification, by the way? Did you guys get notifications when I went live? Something wrong with this algorithm. Yeah, it's 35 people. Terrible. It's honestly terrible. It's terrible. It's a tough world we live in, man. Tough world we live in. Thank you, Heavenly. You did on Discord. Did any of you get a notification on TikTok? Thank you, Linda and Leslie. Nobody got a notification on TikTok at all? Thank you, Caitlin and Miss Torres Outdoor. And nobody got a TikTok notification? Oh, okay. So some people did. Thank you, Outdoor. Huh. All right. Anyway, best way to describe this town is very simple, man. Small city, small town, not a whole lot going on. Thank you, Spirited Garage. The predominant language here is actually not Mandarin. It is Cantonese. Thank you, Eve. We're here in Guangdong. Most Guangdong folks speak Cantonese. Thank you, Dylan. What's up, Dylan? Most people here speak Cantonese. However, thank you, Jamie. Because a lot of Cantonese cities are very immigrant focused, meaning there's a lot of people from out of town, it eventually becomes that Mandarin becomes the predominant language. Otherwise, people can't communicate with each other. Somebody with a Henan accent versus with a Hunan accent versus a Cantonese accent, they can't really talk to each other. Or with a Guangxi accent or a Jiangxi accent, so many different accents. So in Shenzhen and Guangdong, the main language is actually Mandarin. Everybody speaks Mandarin. But when you come out here and you call an Uber, you call a Didi, somebody picks you up and they call you, thank you, Sheila, the first thing out of their mouth is always Cantonese. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Plant Groove. What's up, everybody? Something wrong with the algorithm tonight, man. I gotta push this out a little bit more. Being suppressed by TikTok. Let's keep it moving. All right, we are here at the night market. Let's keep it moving. This is, thank you, Torn. We're still in the city of Jiangmen, but we're here now in a small section of the town called Kaiping. In the city of Kaiping. We're in the town of Kaiping. Thank you, Pat Zurich. What is up, everybody? Thank you, Mauricio. Maybe it's my SIM card. What the hell is going on? Thank you, Synergy, for extending your sub. Thank you, Synergy. Wow. All right, this is the most, thank you, Sandras. This is the most festive part of their neighborhood, of their entire town right here, is this little evening walking street over here. It's cut off traffic. Okay, the reason why I'm using this Chinese SIM card is that the signal is really good. We hardly ever lag when I'm using this new SIM card. So, but it's no good if it leads to TikTok algorithm not doing its thing. 哎，
食
看
材都是当现做的，
啊，好好
口感味道非常
看一个，
好。
先看一个。
可以来一点试一下，都是银粉给一下。
Nope. Lainey is exactly the same. Everybody writes in China using simplified Chinese nowadays. So it doesn't matter what accent you speak, the language is exactly the same. Exactly the same. Please, everybody, share this live stream. Let's get 200 shares. Follow the channel. Tap on your screen. Let's keep it moving. Why don't we have more algorithm? Algorithm, yo. Yes, thank you, Curb, moderating. Good morning, truly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We have a little food market. It's really just a market in general. The city is very quiet. This town is really quiet. And all the people come out here. Crazy, eh? How is our signal? So it's not like British and English. Nope. They use the exact same. That's not exactly true, actually. Certain accents in China will use certain different words differently. They'll describe certain things differently, so use certainly different nouns. Good. Good signal. Thank you, Carlos and Ni Hao Ma. See, that's what I'm afraid of. Is that this? Is that a? Man, that's a very beautiful woman running that store right there. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Crazy A. Nah, it's all good, everybody. It's all good. Like I said before, if there's only, thank you, Victoria. If there's only one person watching, I'm still gonna put on the best show that I can. I enjoy doing this. Plus, I feel very re-energized. I had a massage this afternoon. I feel good. Thank you, Holly. Very much. Holly. See, look, you see, the one thing that is unique about Kaiping is, I don't want to use the word unique, but you see how like so many of their just typical residential buildings try to copy from that UNESCO World Heritage Site we were at last night, with the European columns and the Western appearance of their buildings. Thank you, Chris and Louis. You see that? Like, this looks super old. And where else have you been to in China where you see these balconies right here that are round? You see that? You see that right here? It does need restoration, it does. But it's like, look at this. Very, very European. Look. Thank you, Toy Man. These are nice homes. And I'm telling y'all, this is a nice place. It's a nice place to live. You know, real estate cheap, rent cheap, food cheap, everything cheap. Thank you, Indigo Becky. Keep it moving. Yeah, like the northern city. Yes, you remember that, lady. That's right. Who just said that? That's right, Lainey. Like the northern city with the Russian influence. That's right. That's right. You know, I gotta tell you this, man. I'm not trying to geek out right now when I'm streaming. But I'm telling you, it is kind of crazy to think about this. You know what I'm saying? It is just kind of crazy to think about it. You know, living in this country, everything that you see with your own eyes, you know, it's like, thank you, Marlene. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to look for this gold chain. You're gonna have to get it when you come out here. I think one of the biggest things if this country here in China wants to become a high-income country like the United States of America, or Japan, or Germany, people's wages obviously need to go up a lot. Thank you, Mr. Admiral. People's wages need to go up a lot. But that would also mean that things are going to get a lot more expensive in this country. You know? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just, what's up, Lakin? I appreciate you moderating. Thank you, Lakin. Hey, there go your gold chain, Charlie. There go your gold chain, Charlie. Look at this. It's for you, Charlie. Thank you, Outdoors. Thank you, Priscilla. I did, Autumn. I had dinner at the massage place. I ordered some delivery. I ordered some dumplings. Keep it moving. Yeah, Laney, for sure, man. As soon as the tariffs come, things are going to get a lot more expensive out here. No, man, it's like, look. He said, oh, man, you're colorblind. Hey, that's called white gold. You never heard of white gold? It's called white gold. All right, hold up 1 second. I'm going to do something real quick, y'all. I'm going to do something real quick. All right, hold up 1 second. So we have not lagged at all tonight? We haven't lagged at all today? Not at all? We haven't lagged? I'm actually thinking about using my other SIM card to see if we can get a better algorithm reach. You know, but let's just keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Last night. So this gentleman writes beautiful calligraphy on the ground. He writes in the other direction. Your jam, Linda. What up, Arrow Pie? Wakey, wakey, everybody. Look at how much he wrote. All this is his handwriting. He's been writing. Look at how much he's written. This is a handicapped individual. Thank you, Ashley. Look at how much he's written. So it's a lot of motivational words like everybody has dignity. Everybody has parents. Just look at how straight this is, by the way. See it right here? Unbelievable. So this one right here is, I will never forget. I'm always grateful for your giving. Okay? The writing, look at how long this is though. This is like all the way out there. He's been writing. A lot of people have been stepping on it, so some of it has faded. Okay, some of it has faded. But he wrote all this. It's hard to live a good life. Lakin. Makes me kind of sad to see this, man. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Please share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button. Share this live stream with your friends. Man, I don't really want to go up to him and show him up close because he's a handicapped individual, man, and I don't really want to tower over him with a camera in his face. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to be disrespectful. You know, so I showed it to you guys from a distance. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to, like, you know, I feel like that would be kind of rude. So let's just keep moving. It was kind of rocky. There's fewer people out here on a Tuesday night than there were on Monday night. Okay? So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. it's like, thank you, Eric. You know what it is about this city, y'all? It's like, man, I'll tell you guys this. It's like this city right here. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it, man. But I think it's just common sense, man. I'm not trying to. Here? Here? Let me inspect this up close. The hill? Thank you, Christy. What up, Debbie O'Brien? Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving out here. It's temptation indeed. Follow the channel and please share this live stream. I think most people watching are following the channel already. Please share this live stream. See, look, this is how long he's been riding. We've been walking another 40 to 50 yards already. Thank you, Debbie. These are all words that he wrote. He wrote everything. This is all very, very faded now. Look at this. It just keeps going. This right here. Thank you, Pat Zurich. Yes, please share this live stream. Look at this.黑丝，刚才看黑丝。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。Thank you, Jenny. $4. $4 for this right here. $4 US. Feels like cotton too. $4. $4.85. There's a pair of jeans. $6.85. Thank you, Dakota. Yes, thank you so much for moderating. 看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件。2块条，5块3条。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。看一下，请握短袖10元一件，10元一件。Oh, she's saying 10 yuan, $1.40 for a short sleeve shirt. That's what she's saying. $1.40. She's basically saying $1.40, $1.40. Everything $1.40. So what we just walked through, everybody, is literally the fanciest part of this entire neighborhood, of this entire town. I wouldn't call it the fanciest part, but it's definitely the busiest part. It is the part of the town where there are the most people. Okay, there are the most people here out of anywhere else in the city. So it just goes to show you how quiet this town is. Super, super quiet.
看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。看下楼，看下楼，新馆长裤19块19块。
I tell you guys what, man. If I ever want to take like a little 3-4 day break from TikTok, like let's say I want to take like a 4-day vacation, like 4 days of vacation time, and I don't really feel like streaming, I'm just gonna come out to this night market, and we're gonna eat some of these over here. And then y'all ain't gonna see me for the next 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Automatic 4 days of not PTO, but unpaid PTO. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it granted right away. Okay? So like I said, if I ever want to take 4 days off, like this one right here especially, all these like shellfish over here that's been sitting out here. If I ever want to take 4 days off, come out here, just eat this, boom, I'm gone. You ain't gonna see me for 4 days. I'm done. Beautiful. Leave without pay, exactly. I don't get PTO. I just get TO, time off. You know what I'm actually really surprised by? There's actually nothing edible that I saw here so far. There's really nothing like that's particularly appealing to me. Usually when you're here at a southern Chinese food market, there's something appealing at the food market. You see some like, see some beef, some lamb, some chicken. Nothing there that was very appealing. Big Al, are you still watching? Out in Australia or New Zealand, wherever you are you still watching, Big Al? Still watching? It's chicken. No. Yes. Let's keep walking around the neighborhood a little bit. Like I said, I was gonna give y'all like an hour and a half. Then I'm going to bed. Get ready for tomorrow morning. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Joni and Annette. Thank y'all very much. The hearts help us move up the. Oh, there we go. Hearts help us move up the rankings. Annette.
长沙臭豆腐，毛主席亲笔题词的臭豆腐，闻起来臭，吃起来香。现在不用去长沙就能吃到正宗的长沙臭豆腐了。现优惠酬宾，10元一份，15元2份，不怕没有吃，就怕您不开心。
Joni.
奶茶8元，和蜜雪冰城有小程序点单，终于到家了。
Y'all see this right here? Even all of their residential buildings, I figured this out. Thank you, Mandy. Are built like the Diallo that we saw last night. I just figured this out. Look at that. Those are residential buildings over there. Thank you, Mandy. Look at this. You know what's so good about, first of all, let me tell you guys this. What's so cool about this morning as we're streaming is that when the comments move kind of slow, I can actually see everybody's comments. They live in it too. I know, Charlie. I can actually see everybody's comments. Big Al, appreciate you. Keep moving. I'm in a little catch-22 situation, everybody. That's what I mean when I tell you, man. Life never gives you everything you want. So this SIM card has such a better signal, but I think it's like messing with my algorithm. Thank you, Camero. I think it's like messing with my algorithm a little bit. Thank you, Marlene, Camero. So I'm like, okay, so we could turn on our SIM card, the other SIM card again, but it'll probably lag. You know what I'm saying? Why can't things just be perfect? Thank you, TS Bach. Why can't things just be perfect and work out? Why is it always gotta be? What up, Xiao Yap? Why is it? I know. It's gotta be the SIM card. It's gotta be a SIM card. Because I changed SIMs. Anyway, it's all good. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, here's the $1 million question. Did any of you guys swipe on TikTok, just like swiping and scrolling on TikTok through your FYP, and you saw this live stream? Did that happen? Was there anybody swiping on TikTok and came on this? I am coming to Singapore, man. Show you up. I haven't seen you. Yes? Y'all were just swiping? Okay, y'all follow the channel? You guys are followers of the channel? Found me today. You guys, okay. Okay. I don't think it has. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's because it's got something to do with maybe there's just not a lot of people on TikTok right now. Maybe it's after the election. A lot of people don't really want to use TikTok. I don't know. Anyway, what y'all are seeing right here is a no-tier city out in China. There's no tiers. Everything closed real early. Yeah, people getting ready for work. Who knows? Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Maddie Ice. Singapore. I want to say I'm coming to Singapore early next year. Because if I go to Singapore, I'm also going to go to Malaysia. So I want to say early next year. Yeah, early next year is a good bet. I'll be there though. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Should we do a little test with the US SIM? Well, let me do that. Hold on one second. Yeah, that's right. You can't text. Should we do a little test? All right, I'm not gonna leave the live stream, so hold on. All right, I'm not gonna leave the live stream, so hold on one. Leave the live stream, so hold on one. All right, I'm not gonna leave the live stream, so hold on one. Leave the live stream, so hold on one. Leave the live stream, so hold on 1 second. Can y'all still see me? Good morning in Tennessee, Emil. Can y'all still hear me and see me? Yes? Yes? Y'all can still see me and hear me? Okay, we're gonna keep walking around. All right, we're off sync now. We're lagging now. Are we? We good? We lagging? We good? We lagging? Two things never go together. We finally solved our lagging issue. Now we got algorithm issues. You got peanut butter, you ain't got no jelly. You got ham, got no burger. You got Kool-Aid, you ain't got no sugar. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever have two things that go together. Okay? You got ham, no burger. Kool-Aid, no sugar. Car, no gas. You got a SIM card that's got a good signal. Messed up country of origin. You know what I mean? You got the right country of origin. Lagging all the time. Eggs, no cheese. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Definition of a working class neighborhood over here. Oh, I know about Friday, baby. I've only watched that movie 100 times. By the way, you see the cops are stepping up their patrols. So where the accident happened is only about an hour away from where we are. Thank you, Bentley and Bach. Where the accident happened, only 1 hour away from where we are. So you can see, like, people, security is being stepped up even in this city here. Just keep moving. Perfect life, I know. You got a baby mama? Can't keep the wife. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep the wife? Can't have a baby mama. You can never have the best of both worlds. That's just how life works. Man. Yeah, it's not an accident. I mean, obviously it was an act of terror, you know. I think it doesn't take a genius to figure out that it was an intentional act. You know, it wasn't an accident. Let's keep moving. You got boom boom? No power. Keep moving. So, Regina, good morning to you. You could go ahead and Google it, man. It's all over the news today. It's not good. This is not good. We're going to keep it positive. We're going to keep it moving. Good morning to you, Regina. Oh, good news for you, Regina. This is also for Kirby. And this is also for Regina. This is for Charlie Lambert. And this is also for one more person. I forget who it is, but I have a friend of a friend. Thank you, Sandra, who's coming back to the United States of America on Friday. And he will be bringing a few of the souvenirs that we've acquired in the last couple of months. Really the last couple of weeks. Thank you, Kristen, since my mother left to go back to China. To go back to America, to go back to North Carolina. we've acquired a few other things since early October. Those things, remember the seals, the fans, the Tammy Jones. Tammy Jones, are you watching right now, Tammy? Tammy, are you watching? You watching, Tammy? Okay, Tammy, if you're watching, I got some. Yeah, so Kirby, your CEO is coming. All right, so Tammy, I got some. I apologize about one thing. Okay, I gotta apologize to you in advance about one thing. So the fan that I got you with your name on it, I was having a lunch live stream. I think you were already asleep, and I was trying to show the people what it looks like, and I think I might have ripped. I ripped a little corner, so it's a little bit ripped. Okay, so I apologize about that. There's another fan that I'll give you. You can also have that one, but it's a little bit tiny ripped. Okay, tiny bit ripped when I was trying to show it to the people. Good morning, Susie. See, I can actually see Susie's comments this time. Okay, good morning, Susie. Thank you, Roxanne. So I apologize about that, Tammy. We're still gonna have it sent to you though. Morning, Susie. Morning, Roxanne. Yes, when I was trying to show it to the people, I opened it up, and I think I accidentally ripped it. See, look, you see the cops patrolling the streets. You see that? Thank you, Susie. I'm good, Brittany. I feel good. I just wish we were in Macau already. Now that I think about it, nothing is stopping me from going to Macau tomorrow. So I don't need to wish. Maybe I'll just go tomorrow. Because if we were in Macau at this time at night, it would be so much more exciting. There'd be so much more to do. It'd be so much more lively. Okay? We could go. Yeah, Susie, let's go. Let's go. I'll be there this weekend. I'll be in Macau this weekend. You wish you were also. Me too. Do y'all have to go to work today? On Tuesday? You guys got to go to work today? I know. We're gonna be in Macau. We're gonna have a good time. Like this time when we go to Macau, we're gonna do it so differently because the style of our streaming has changed quite a bit. We do a lot more food live streams now, and we do a lot more banter. There's a lot more interaction. We didn't. I remember, you got to be a real OG to remember this. But back in April, I remember this like it was yesterday. We were streaming in Macau one night. It was nighttime, just like this. There was like 1,500, 2,000 people online, and I remember the SIM card that I was using, the pocket Wi-Fi, ran out of memory. It ran out of data. I streamed so much, we've used all of our data. And I remember the moment that it happened, I was standing right next to a restaurant, and I was admiring their fish tank. And there was a lot of lobsters and crabs inside that fish tank. And then the stream got cut off. And when I got my internet back like an hour later, when we paid a little bit extra, you remember that, Susie? I remember the funny comment that really made me laugh was the guy was like, oh, the lobsters took his phone. The lobster in the tank grabbed Daniel's phone. I still remember that. That was like 7 months ago. I still remember that. He said the lobster grabbed Daniel's phone. Okay, how many of you guys remember that? That was 7 months ago. Yo, Don, you've been watching for a long time. That was 7 months ago. Yes, Tammy, you remember that too. See, because I ran out of memory. I ran out of like data, right? So the weird thing is the stream didn't get cut off. The stream kept going. I just couldn't do anything anymore. But y'all's comments were still coming through a little bit. Okay, y'all remember that? We're going back there. We're going back to Macau. And unlike last time, this time we're actually going to eat at some of these restaurants. We're going to go in and eat some of these restaurants over here. Let's keep moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. All right, I hope there's no kids watching this. Thank you, Marlene. I hope there are no children watching this. I mean, it's not really a big deal if there are kids watching this. The other thing I kind of realized today when I was walking around is I kind of realized like a lot of KTVs, you know, because we're in this is a communist country, right? It is a little bit different from back home in the United States. One of the things that I realized is if you think about the amount of entertainment that they have, adult entertainment that they have for their people here. Thank you, nobody of note in CKC. Like, even though this is supposed to be a place that, how do I say this? Even though this is supposed to be a place that's thank you, Pat Zurich and Susie, that's not supposed to have the excesses of capitalism. You know, I feel like on a per block basis, you run into like a KTV at every single street corner. And a KTV in many ways is like a Chinese version of a gentleman's club. And there are so many of them here in China. It's unbelievable. You know, maybe in a city in North Carolina, you would have like three or four at the most. In a Chinese city of, let's say, 1 million people, there's probably 300 or 400. Thank you, Susie. There's probably 300-400 of them in any given city. So, you know, it's like, I was thinking about it. It's like, you know, it's like, how do you say this, man? It's like the society here in many ways is exactly the same thing. Like, how do I say it? It's like the substance of a lot of the things that happen here is exactly the one right here. You see the K right there? You go a KTV right there. You know, it's like a lot of this. It's like, I don't know how to say this, man. It's like we're just a lot more open about saying it. They don't really come out and say this, but in reality, a lot of the core functions, a lot of the core ways the society is built up here, it's pretty much exactly the same as what we have it back home in America. Thank you, Blue Jambi. You know, it's like the more you walk around, the more you realize that. You know, not all KTVs are like that. There's a lot of KTVs where you can go and just sing with your friends and have a good time, have some good food, have some good drinks, you know. But there's a lot of KTVs there where it's very adult-oriented. It is an adult-themed place, and they got a lot of them. So we're going to go one right here. Now, Samantha, KTV ain't no karaoke. There's two types of karaoke. There's two types of karaoke's here in China, two types of KTV. One is just good old entertainment. One is just you go and sing with your friends. Another one, Charlie Lambert's type of KTV. I think you know what I mean by that. Okay, let's keep it moving. Much love to you, Susie. Susie, you missed a good live stream last night. I actually started kind of early last night. I started at like 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. You missed a good one where we went to a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We went to the Hanging Towers, the UNESCO World Heritage Site last night. All right, you missed it, but somebody's going to post a recording. Nobody in the notes said I choose the karaoke one. Boom. You've seen videos of the other one? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm a good boy. All right, see, look, nice KTV. Look, I call this the three-piece combo. The KTV, the massage parlor, the hotel. Ta-da! Welcome to the three-piece. I mean, what happened at the sports center is, I think it's pretty obvious, right? Someone is unhappy and they decided to do something very bad and people had to pay the price. So it's very unfortunate. That's why, like I said at the beginning of this live stream, don't pick fights with people. Try to be peaceful. Try to be nice to everybody, because you never know who you could run into. I don't know if I want to say this. I don't know if I want to say it this way, but it feels like, honestly, it feels like in the last couple of years, as the economy here in this country has gone through some changes, and there are certain segments of the population that's not doing as well as they did before economically. It seems like the society here in the last couple of years feels like every day in the people, it feels like there's a little bit more discontentment. You guys want to hear a little story, actually? Thank you. I shared the story with you guys. Thank you, nobody of note. Y'all want to hear a little story? You guys probably caught this on because I'm starting to see this as well, this piece of news. You guys want to hear a little story? Thank you, Marilyn. Y'all want to hear a little story? Y'all want to hear? Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. Yes, join the Discord group. Y'all want to hear a little story? All right, let me tell you guys a little story. So, but y'all got to promise y'all going to listen to it from the beginning to the end, though. Thank you, Susie. Okay, thank you, Steph. Y'all want to hear a little story? Y'all got to promise y'all going to listen to it from the beginning to end, okay? So, about 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, in Henan, China, this is when me and my old assistant, Harry, we were in Henan in July. I don't know if you guys remember that, but we were there in July, and we were in a city called Kaifeng. Harry and I spent like 3 nights there, and then we were at the city of Zhengzhou. Okay, so we were there for like, I want to say like 4 nights. Okay, all right. Well, between these 2 big cities, there is a highway that connects these 2 cities, and it's about I want to say it's about like 38 to 40 miles of just a straight highway, no turns, connects the 2 cities. All right, about a week and a half ago, there were these 4 college kids. There were these 4 girls, 4 college, I think they were like college sophomores or juniors. They were going to college in the city of Zhengzhou. And one night, they felt like getting some dumplings from the neighboring city of Kaifeng. So they go to college in the city of Zhengzhou. Just one night randomly, they woke up and they was just like one night that these 4 roommates at a college, these 4 girls, decided that they wanted to go and get some dumplings from the neighboring city. So they each rented a bicycle and they biked 40 miles from their college all the way to the city of Kaifeng just for some dumplings. And they did not stay at a hotel. They biked their ass back to Zhengzhou. So they biked 80 miles round trip just to get a bowl of dumplings. Okay? Now, it was made into a short Chinese TikTok video. All right, it was made into a Chinese TikTok video. And next thing you know, this freaking thing went viral on TikTok. Okay, this thing went viral on Chinese TikTok. And all the college students in Henan started to imitate those 4 young ladies. The first day, it was like 500 college kids. And then it was like 1,000 college kids. So they would do the same thing. They would rent a bike. They would rent a bicycle. And then they would go and bike 40 miles. And they would go get some dumplings. What's up, Angeline? Okay. First day was like 500. Second day was like 1,000. Third day was like 3,000. And then it was like 4,000. And then it became 10,000. And then this thing became more than students. And then veterans, some veteran groups started coming. And then like other parts of society, other groups of people decided to come here. So the parade of people riding on that road every single night got bigger and bigger and bigger. From what I understand, there was one night where 100,000 people biked from the city of Zhengzhou into the city of Kaifeng. 100,000 people biked from one city to the next. Thank you, Terry, for sharing this live stream. 100,000 people. Now we got a problem. Okay? Because this is a very difficult concept for a lot of Americans to understand. But this is problematic, and I'm tell you guys the reason why. This is very problematic. Let me explain why. Because now this is considered, thank you artwork, now this is considered thank you Alicia, good morning everybody. Now, what started out as fun, what started out as a good time, some college kids, now is getting closer and closer into a mass gathering. Thank you Broken Wings and Susie. Now it's getting closer and closer to a mass gathering, okay, which is not very welcomed here. Okay? It's a lot of people. And I'm going to explain to you guys the reason why, because a lot of American people probably don't understand that because, remember the Women's March a few years ago on Washington, D.C.? There was like 1 million people, right? 1 million ladies marched on Washington, D.C., right? Thank you, Sandra. You have to remember, this is when the situation is a little bit different than before. Thank you, AC. Thank you, Sandra. So at first, these kids are waving the Chinese flag, very patriotic. Thank you, nobody of note. Thank you, AC. They're waving the flag and they're biking down the lane. They're biking down the streets, 40 miles. But then people started to chant slogans. And then people started to say things that are a bit more political. So what started out as a very innocent midnight run on a bicycle to go get some dumplings now starts to take on a little bit of a political flavor, okay? And that is not good. That is not good. It becomes dangerous, right? Somebody, I think, in the crowd said, freedom! Not good. You don't like that. Also, these kids, they got 100,000 kids biking in, right? The bicycles are being littered everywhere in the streets of Kaifeng. Everywhere in the streets of Kaifeng, bikes everywhere, blocking traffic, blocking the pedestrian sidewalks. The people, when they wake, the Kaifeng residents woke up the next morning and they're like, the roads you can't even walk on the roads. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Susie. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So then, guess what happened now? I want you guys to take a guess. What happens now? Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Guess what happens now? Guess what happens now? Thank you, Xie y'all. Somebody always has a ruin. Now I'm going to tell you what happens next. It just got announced 2 days ago. Every single university in Zhengzhou is under lockdown. Students cannot leave. Basically, it's called closed loop management. You cannot leave campus unless you have permission from a teacher, from a counselor, or from a student supervisor. You cannot leave campus. Every single university in Zhengzhou is like that. Every single university. All right? It is called 2 months of closed loop management. So basically, they're going back to COVID. When COVID was happening, so a lot of y'all probably didn't know that. So when COVID was happening in China, all the universities in China were under lockdown management, which means you can't leave campus. Because if you leave campus, you might catch COVID. Okay? So, yes. Every single university said, if you leave campus, administrative action is going to be... So you basically, if you sneak off of campus, administrative action will be taken against you. Okay? So, what is the moral of this story, everybody? What do you guys think is the... No, don't be cheeky, though. I'm being very serious. What do you guys think is the moral of the story I just told you from beginning to end for the last 5 minutes, if you really think about it? What do you guys think is the moral of the story? What do you guys think? Have to respect people. What do you guys think is the moral of the story? Control, right? What do you guys think is the moral? Really think about it. What do you guys think? The real moral of the story, in my eyes, and this is what's, this is why, like, a lot of people, I as an American citizen myself, I say this wholeheartedly, and I say this, like, sincerely and genuinely. Thank you, Samantha. The moral of the story is very simple. It's that people can be very, very easily influenced nowadays with social media, with Douyin, with TikTok. It used to be, before all these short video apps, that you had to use text message, you had to use like group chats on WeChat. Nowadays, one small short video can inspire a mass group of people to go and do things. We live in a new digital era. The moral of the story is that people can be very, very easily influenced. One small thing could be the trigger of something very, very big. Does that make sense? And the moral of the story is very, very simple. People are, I'm not going to finish it because I don't want to get myself in, I'm not going to get in trouble. Okay, this is TikTok. I'm not going to get in trouble. This is not Chinese Douyin. I can say whatever I want as long as it falls within the rules of TikTok. But I'm not going to finish the moral of the story. I think you guys can figure it out for yourself. We live in a very unique time right now in the world. And people could be very, you see, they say, oh my God, Japan is releasing nuclear water into the ocean. Next day, salt is totally sold out because everybody is panic buying salt because they think that the nuclear radiation is somehow going to impact the salt supply. Next thing you know, you freaking walk into your local supermarket, you can't buy any salt because everybody has bought salt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Brenda Kay said it in like a very cheeky manner, said people are sheep. It's unfortunately a little bit true in a sense, right? You guys ever see like a big streamer on Twitch, like Speed, and he goes to like, like a place and the place just totally shuts down because there's so many people there? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said before, really, really think about this. Really, really think about this. You know what I mean? Like, we live in a time when people are very, very easily influenced. It is a very unique time period that we're living in right now. Exactly like everybody that bought the freaking toilet paper in America. I know. You're buying all the freaking toilet paper during COVID. It's the exact same concept. Exact same concept. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You gotta think. You have to think independently for yourself, right? The other moral of the story is the truly creative people in this entire story are those 4 amazing young ladies that one night got so bored, they said, you know what, let's bike 80 miles round trip and go get our dumplings. Those are the real protagonists of the story. Everybody else that went after, they're just following a trend, right? Those 4 ladies are the real trend setters, right? Everybody else that went after, they're just chasing, right? You think my ass is gonna buy 80? You think I'm gonna bike 80 miles round trip for some dumplings? There's only one thing in this entire world, okay? Besides my mom and my dad, there's only one thing in this world that I will bike 80 miles round trip for, okay? And it starts with a B, and it rhymes with a room, and you say it twice, okay? That's the only thing I would bike. That's the only thing I would bike 80 miles round trip for, okay? Let's keep it moving. You don't have to say it. We know. That's the only thing I'm biking 80 miles round trip for. Okay? Starts with a B, rhymes with a room. Let's keep going. Thank you, Kareem. Thank you, Jenny. I think I'm just tripping. I think. Damn, Charlie Lambert got the jokes, man. Look, Charlie Lambert got the jokes. Thank you, Kareem. What time is it here? 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock. I'm still in the mood for talking. I got a little bit more time with y'all. I got a little more time with y'all. Let's keep looking. Look. Another KTV right here. Look. I'll go another one right here. This is gotta be the KTV capital of Earth. KTVs everywhere. Goddamn, how much singing do you want to do, man? You know what I'm saying? How much singing do you want to do? Yes. I wanna pin this comment by Plant Groove. I'm sorry, Peony, for by the way, Peony, you're doing a great job as a moderator. Sorry for bumping your comment. You're exactly right. Plant Groove. Ooh, thank you, Lockin. You know, there's a lot of things I want to say to you guys. Sometimes I don't really feel like saying it because so many things I like sharing on TikTok with you guys. about all the things that I've observed living out here in China. You know, so many things as a thinker. You know, thank you, Jenny and Sandra's. Oh, not thinking critically, indeed. Hey, that's not how to say my name. It's Laken. I got you. Thank you, Auburn Girlie. Thank you, Susie. Laken. I got you. Not Laken. Laken. I got you, man. Garrett, man, I would definitely move back to the United States one day. I definitely, the answer is yes. I would definitely move back one day. I'm enjoying living in China right now. I love living in here. But that doesn't mean that I don't see what's going on. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, man. There are some things that I see here that is very problematic. Because you see, when I'm out here streaming, the biggest difference between me and so many other people who come to this country is that I am not what you would consider to be a true foreigner. I was born here. I know this country. I speak the language. I know the ins and outs of this country. And I love this country. Just like I love the United States of America, my home country. The thing about it is, when I'm walking around in China and I live here, I think there are some things that when I see this, just as a bystander, they worry me. I mean this, they worry me. There are some things where I see this and I'm like, they kind of worry me a little bit. Thank you, Julie. I'm gonna give you guys some examples. One of the biggest things that worry me is that this country, as the society that we live in nowadays, is full of short video apps like TikTok, like Instagram, Snapchat. You get your news now. How many of you guys get your news from TikTok? I know I do. Thank you, nobody of note. I know I do. Okay. A lot of you guys get your news from TikTok now, right? But the problem is, imagine on this side of the world, the news that they get is very different from the news that you get back home in America. It's actually not the same experience, right? It's not the same experience. What do I mean by that? Well, their internet here is a little bit different from ours. I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying it's a little bit different. And it's very, very interesting because 30 years ago or 20 years ago, just think back to 20 years ago when you guys were using the BlackBerry or the Razor or the, just imagine this was 20 years ago, okay? And you were 20 years younger. Information didn't travel nearly as fast as it does today. Thank you, Martha. Thank you so much, Martha. That's how we move up the rankings, Martha. Thank you. Information didn't move around as quickly as they do today. So what I mean by that is, nowadays information is moving fast. However, not all the information is getting through here, because obviously there's internet restrictions here. Thank you, Chuck. However, what's really tough about it is this is also becoming a very wealthy country. China's a very wealthy country now. A lot of people have a lot of money in this country. This is a very, very wealthy country. Thank you, Healthy, which means this country is also very confident. Because usually when you become a wealthier country, you become more confident as well. And same thing with people, right? You ever notice somebody, they get a new job. Thank you, Donna Marie. They get a new job, they get a raise. They seem to become confident. Okay? So it's like, so now you have a very unique dynamic where maybe the amount of information that someone who's very confident isn't getting the complete set of facts about something. Thank you, Jason. Is not getting this complete set of facts about something, yet because they are wealthier now than before, they have no qualms about speaking up and expressing their opinion and expressing their point of view. Thank you, Kem, which is welcome, but it's also a little bit scary. I'm going to give you guys an example about this. So about a few months ago, I was watching the live. You guys, you got to be another OG to remember this. But a few months ago, I was streaming and we were just talking and we were making a joke, and I made a joke about the French. Okay? I made a little joke about the French folks. You know, I was like, man, them Frenchies, they never like to work. They don't really like to work. They like to chill. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Super Dave. You know what I'm saying? 但是迟早会 run. But let me finish the story. 我把故事讲完. Let me finish the story. So you guys remember that? How many of you guys remember that from a few months ago? Any of you guys remember that? Okay, thank you, Super Dave. Thank you, Emerging Beauty. Okay, but seriously though, you guys remember that? There was one live stream, we were talking about the French a little bit, and I was like making some jokes about them. Okay, RZ, you remember that, right? And I made a comment. I was like, dude, they need to thank the United States of America, because if it wasn't for America saving the world during World War II, thank you, nobody of note. I was like, them Frenchies need to thank Americans. Because if it wasn't for America thank you, nobody of note. If it wasn't for Americans during World War II, they would all be speaking German. I said that in a live stream. Right? You guys remember that, right? I said that in a live stream. Well, back in July, when we had, unfortunately, a little bit of an incident with the channel. Susie remembers. A lot of you guys remember. Back in July, we had a little incident with the channel. And I was getting some heat on Chinese social media. I remember there was this one comment on a Chinese social media. I was shocked at that comment. He said, this comment, I don't know how to really express it in English, man. This comment was like, basically was trying to make me look bad. This comment was like, he said, America saved the world during World War II. How idiotic is that? That was the comment translated in English. Thank you, Chris. Translated in English, it said, he said, America saved the world. Thank you, OG. How idiotic is that? That was the exact comment in English, in Chinese. Okay? And what's really scary about that, thank you, Jacqueline, is that they don't even teach that in the books here. That if we didn't storm D-Day, if we didn't storm the beach of Normandy, and if we didn't take on the Japanese imperialists in the Pacific Islands, right? Like, they don't even teach that out here. They don't teach that out here, man. It's like, that's it's crazy. They don't teach that in the books. Right? Like, there's probably a lot of kids that are living out here that don't know about the American soldiers who stormed the beach of Normandy to take back France, to take back Holland, to defeat Nazi Germany, right? They don't know about the American boys that went on the island of Iwo Jima, right? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't fight the Japanese Imperial Empire in the Philippines and the Myanmar. They don't even know. They don't teach that in the books here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you know what's kind of crazy about it is like, so imagine if someone is ignorant. Imagine someone, see, this is what's really scary. This is what really scares me. Imagine someone is ignorant, but that someone knows that they are ignorant. And, they kind of lack confidence. Thank you, Carlos. They lack confidence. They don't talk with a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, I didn't read a lot of books, so and so. But what's really scary is that when you don't have the full set of information and the full set of facts, but you're still very confident you're still very confident in yourselves, that's called ignorant confidence. That's what's really scary. That's the kind of stuff that I see. Because, so it's like, if I wasn't doing this on TikTok and I was just kicking it back on my couch every day, I probably would be exposed to a lot less of this. I would be exposed to a lot less of this if I was just sitting at home every single day. But because I'm in front of so many audience members every day, and I digest so much information from a lot of the way that you guys think about things, the way that you guys comment in my channel, I see a lot of these things, and it really makes me understand a lot of different things. It really makes me understand a lot of different things. It really opens up a lot of thoughts in my head about what are some of the things that frankly is troubling. Thank you, Susie. It's frankly very troubling. And it's like, if I don't say these things on a, let's say either to you guys or on a live stream or, with my friends, then nobody cares. But I think that's my biggest problem. And I think that's why I'm pretty successful at streaming, is because I do like to talk about these things. I do like to point out the obvious. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, OG. Does that make sense? Hello in Cotswold, England. Does that make sense, everybody? Like, I love what I do. I love sharing my thoughts. And this is the craziest thing about it. This is the scariest thing about it is when you look at these kids, and this is the thing that really, to be honest, man, this is the thing that really kind of scares me a little bit. Thank you, Nate Dogg. Is that when you think about life out here, man? Thank you, Sandra's. It's like the gap is only going to get bigger and bigger, in my opinion, because you think about a lot of the things that we get exposed to on a daily basis. They probably don't get exposed to that here as much as we do. And that's not going to change anytime in the future. And the world is only going to get more information is only going to be delivered to you even quicker in the modern age that we live in. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm geeking out a little bit. I'm just thinking, I want this country to succeed, and I want it to do well, and I want it to become a great aspirational country that everybody else looks up to. And to many extent it is. It's like when you're walking around China, you see a lot of foreigners. You're increasingly seeing a lot of Russians here in China. You're increasingly seeing a lot of friends from Latin America, a lot of friends from Africa visiting China. And even on TikTok, you guys could scroll through a lot of videos where people are very complimentary of what they see out here in China. But my biggest thing is, I've lived here for 6 years. If the only thing that still impresses me is the airport and the subway, then dog, I've wasted 6 years here, right? Like, I got to see things a little bit, as a human being live here, I got to see things a little bit deeper. Like, I'm no longer impressed by a really nice airport. I am no longer impressed by a really nice subway station. I've seen that for the last 6 years. Yeah, when I first came here, yeah, it was very cool to go and ride the high-speed train. You know what I mean? It's not about the global sacrifice, man. Look, we have to call a spade, because I study history. You know what I'm saying? I study history. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. It's like, I've lived here for 6 years. You see so many things. You get exposed to so many things. And it's like, how do I explain this fundamentally? Let me see. I'm gonna see. How do I say this? Thank you, Countrified. How do I say this, man? It's like, how do I say this? Let me extend. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Thank you. By the way, man, there better be a way out of this neighborhood. This better not be a dead end. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. OG, you saw the Diaolo last night, right? You saw a little bit of that UNESCO World Heritage Site, right, Olga? You saw a little bit of that. Because I know you went to sleep right around midnight or so, 11 p.m., but you saw a little bit of that, right? A little bit? All right. We should have some recordings. Don't worry. I'm going to make it into an episode. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should just say a little bit less about some of the things that I observe here. Maybe it's not so good for me to say so many of these things. Sometimes pretending to be ignorant and not knowing these things and pretending like you don't know might actually be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, because I really want to say, let me say one last thing and then we'll keep moving. Okay? I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna say one last thing. We have a lot of problems right now in the country. Back home in America, we got a lot of problems. Things are super expensive. From what you guys tell me, inflation is like a big problem. Yeah, there's a lot of problems back home, man. There's a lot of things that people aren't happy about, certain things. But I would say that based on the last 9 months I've been streaming, we've received over 28, I think we've received over 28 million views already just in the last 9 months of streaming. So on average, about 3 million views a month. And especially in the month of October and September, we've got like over 5 million views every month. So we got like 28, 30 million views over the last 9 months. I can very confidently tell you. So all that is to say, that's not bragging. That it means that I've come across a lot of people. The one underlying theme that I see very, very obvious based on everything that I've seen is that even though we got a lot of problems back home, there's one thing that we haven't lost as a country for the most part. Now, there's people who are not very nice to me because they think that, I'm promoting China, or I'm promoting Asia, I'm promoting a communist government. So I get some nasty comments every now and then. People will make stereotypes about, eating dogs, eating cats. If you watch the latest video that I posted, you'll see some stereotypes being repeated in the comments. And I don't mind those because people could say whatever they want. But the thing you have to understand is 99% of the people are kind. 99% of the people, and this is the thing that I've realized, is just we as a country, even though all the problems we have, compassion and kindness is still our calling card. Just by the people that I've run into, we are a very compassionate and a very, very kind nation. And it's full of good people everywhere. And here's the thing about it. These good people, all genders, from all states, they vote Republican, they vote Democrat. They are man, woman, in between. Thank you for the heart, for the hand heart. Older in age, younger in age, all across the spectrum. There's no one thing that I could say, this bucket of people was a little bit nicer than that bucket of people. Nope. Every bucket of people, really, really nice. Like really, really kind and compassionate. So it's like, I don't know what the point is. The point is like, if we ever lose that, then I think we're in trouble. If it was only because eggs have doubled in price, dog, egg prices can come down. That could be easily fixed. They'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the price of bacon went up. They'll fix it. One day it'll come down, I'm sure. But if we don't lose the spirit of our nation, if we don't lose the spirit of this good spirit that we have, that I could 28 million views, y'all. I come across a lot of people. I come across a lot of comments. When I open up my TikTok app, you know what I'm saying? When I open up my TikTok app, I see all the comments. And I try to read all the messages. I see it all. So, let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. I hope they're going to come down. Let's keep it moving. Just waiting for the price of toilet paper to come down. Well, I live in China, Tammy. I don't need to buy a bidet toilet, Tammy. Buy a bidet. Then you ain't got to worry about toilet paper no more. Use a bidet. Let's keep it moving. Good evening, Steven. Good morning. What's up, Nick? Nick, did you listen to the whole thing that I was talking about? You did. I love it. Nick, did you listen to this whole freaking spiel I just gave? Did you just listen to this? $28 for toilet paper. Yeah, get up a day. You listen to the whole thing? Oh, you was watching quietly. Appreciate you, Nick. We've been through some shit, by the way, Nick. You've been watching for a long time. You remember what happened in July. Now I could laugh. I could look back at it and laugh. But that was some shit back there. I can't run for office, man. I wasn't born in America. I'm not a born in America citizen. I'm a converted citizen. You can't run for anything. Well, you can run, but I don't want to be a politician, man. I like my life too much. Plus, man, there's a lot of boom booms in my past, which means there's a lot of dirt in my past. And when you run for politician, they gonna dig it all up. Thank you, Orange. Oh, they gonna dig it. all up from the ground. Everybody, they gonna dig it all up. Okay, a lot of boom booms in the closet. Let's keep moving. Yes, let's keep moving. Beautiful. Man, I ain't gonna represent anybody. Being a politician is not for me. You know why? I'm too honest and I'm too blunt. Too deadly bad characteristics for a politician. I speak way too straightforward and way too factual. That's a very bad combination for a politician. You know what I mean? Very, very bad. Very bad combination. Thank you, Elizabeth. Man, I'm not trying to piss off any more viewers by talking about politics, man. We did that last Tuesday night. I got some, this is also the other thing about it. I'm really impressed by this. So we did an election night special on a Tuesday night, last Tuesday night, so Wednesday morning for me. And I think it was obvious who I voted for. I think a lot of people know who I voted for and who I support. But you know what? Everybody was really nice. Nobody hit up my phone and cussed me out or anything. You know, nobody texted me and cussed me out. Nobody was like mean to me. You know, everybody was really nice. Like, for example, Terry. Thank you, Sunshine. Miss Terry may not be very agreeable about my choice of the candidate. Terry is watching, Woman That Rose, if she's watching right now. Okay? Terry might not like who I voted for. But you know what? Even Terry was a good sport about it. Even though Terry was a good sport about it, she didn't send me anything nasty, anything negative. Everybody was very tolerant. And I like that. Thank you, Plant Groove. Everybody was respectful. I never got any negative hate comments. We streamed for 6 hours that evening. You guys, like 15 more minutes and I gotta go back to my hotel. I'm an hour and a half from my hotel. I'm in the town of Kaiping, very far from my hotel. Going. And you know, I'm gonna say something else, because you know what? I talk for a living. That's my job. This is something else that really concerns me. How many of you guys are smokers who are watching right now? So I need to watch the comments real quick. How many of you guys smoke? Cigarettes, I mean. How many of you guys smoke? Any of you? I'm trying to look at your comments. Any of you? Thank you, Pamela, for tapping. Thank you, Johanna. So Libby is a smoker. No. Most people saying no. Former. Okay. DP, no. DP, great to see you, DP. No. So most people saying no, right? Okay. All right. Nick saying no. I wonder what Olga says. It's OG. Yeah. Vice. No. Used to. Okay, user says no way. Looking at y'all's comments. Okay, all right, so my point of the story is man, I don't know if I should say this, man. Hold on, let me. Oof. Man, let's keep moving, man. Because I don't want to offend anybody, man. One of the things, man, that I get really sad about. Sad is a bad word. I don't get sad about it. One of the things that make me lament is the best word. As I walk around this country sometimes, is that when I look at a lot of the young people that are living here in China, their life is not easy, man. In many ways, their life today is so much harder, not only compared to my parents' generation, even compared to my generation. I feel like their life is a lot harder. I honestly do. I'm 34 years old. If you were to tell me someone who's 22 or 21 years old right now, I feel like their life is a lot harder. Competition is so much more fierce in this country for a very, very limited pot of resources. And the people that already have those resources in their pockets don't really want to share with your ass. You know what I'm saying? They very happy holding on to them resources. So the pot, not necessarily getting bigger, but there's more and more hands going into the pot, reaching. I don't know why I be making this sign. I be doing, this is very sketchy. As that woman was walking towards me, I be doing this shit right here. I hope that lady didn't take it that I was trying to grab her or something. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. That's weird as hell. Okay, that's weird as hell, y'all. I'm glad she didn't react to this. I was doing this shit as the lady was walking towards me. That shit weird as hell, y'all. Even I caught that shit weird as hell, y'all. Okay? But anyway, let me finish my story. So I feel like, okay, young people have a hard life. Fierce competition to get into middle school, competition to get into high school, competition to get into college. And now that you have a college degree, you graduate and you realize, holy smokes, this degree doesn't even guarantee me a good job because everybody else is looking for a job. They haven't even finished giving employment to the people that graduated last year. Now my ass is graduating this year and I can't find a job. So I think it's very hard to be a young person. But the flip side to that is, as I've come to realize, and this makes me a little bit sad, I lament all this, is that my observations about the young folks here is that a lot of the bad habits of the older generation, so there's just good habits and bad habits, okay? A lot of the bad habits of the older generation, they have it. Like a lot of the bad habits. But a lot of the good habits of the last generation, of the older generation, a lot of them don't have it. So in some ways, it's like you picked up on the bad, okay? But for some reason, you didn't pick up on the good. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Let me tell you guys what I mean by that. Excessive smoking, excessive alcoholism, okay, drinking a lot, smoking a lot. Did you guys see that article that just came out on CNBC today? I was not the least surprised. Did you guys see the article that just came out? Did you guys saw that article that just came out on CNBC? You go to CNBC right now and look at the front page article. China tobacco records record-breaking revenue and profit. Okay? Record-breaking revenue and profit. They're selling more tobacco, they're selling more cigarettes than ever before. That's the opposite of what's happening in America. It is the opposite of what is happening in Europe. Right? They're selling more of this than ever before. They sold 2.1 trillion cigarettes last year. 2.1 trillion. More and more young people are smoking. Unlike back home in America, fewer and fewer young people are smoking. Why? Because everybody knows it's not necessarily good for your health. Right? Excessive alcoholism. You see that a lot more too amongst young people. All right, so a lot of the stuff that the older generation had to deal with, they got it, they caught it. But the hard workingness, the ability to tolerate harsh circumstances and work really hard, didn't pick up on that for some reason. That got lost in the mail. Okay, the lay flat culture is very, very prevalent here amongst a lot of people. So the bad habits, a lot of the bad habits got picked up. Oh, that got delivered. Amazon delivered that package. A lot of the good habits, that package got lost in the mail. And that concerns me. That concerns me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. 我不同意. Somebody just said in Chinese a lot. See, but I disagree with that. 我不同意. I disagree with that. So this guy just said fewer and fewer Chinese young people are smoking. I totally disagree with that. I have eyes. I walk around everywhere. Young people in this country smoke everywhere. I'm talking boys, girls, they smoke everywhere. I totally disagree with this Chinese comment. You can't fool me. I walk around everywhere. I walk around everywhere in this country. They smoke everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, so this is why, like, and you look at the data. You look at the data. The numbers is in the data. You know what I mean? It's like, I totally disagree with that comment. I am willing to bet. I am willing to bet that number is continuing to go up. Continuing to go up. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I think it's 18 years old. So that's like, you know, as I walk around here, you know what I mean? It's like, I walk around the freaking streets 6-7 hours a day. I come across so many people, and I'm very, very observant. I'm willing to bet that number is higher, probably even higher amongst young people than amongst people in the middle age. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of the bad habits, it's here. A lot of this dude, I'm gonna pin this comment right here. I'm gonna pin this Chinese comment, okay? I'm gonna pin this Chinese comment right here. Even this guy's comment is a freaking joke. This comment is a joke. It's honestly a joke, okay? Because your ass must live on Mars. You must live on the moon, buddy. Okay? He said, where I live, you must live on the moon. Okay? You don't live in the People's Republic. You live in the People's Republic of Pluto. Okay? Because you and I be living in different countries. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See, look, now I'm going to pin this comment right here. You see this right here? Look at this. You know what I'm saying? That's the real. You must live in the People's Republic of Pluto. You know what I mean? You must live in the People's Republic of Pluto. But here's the other thing I gotta tell you guys. Not necessarily a bad thing. Why is it this? Because you gotta understand, man. Like, do you guys think do you think people are stupid? Nobody is stupid. Everybody knows smoking is not good for you. Right? Nobody ever woke up this morning and said, well, gee, you know, I think I'm gonna take a puff of a cigarette. I think it's gonna give me a boom boom. I think it's gonna make me, you know, better conducive for the boom boom. Nobody ever says, oh, you know what, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette today. I think it's gonna make me live longer. Okay, nobody ever says that. It's called addiction. Okay, but you guys have to understand. It's very easy to tell people, say, well, stop smoking. It doesn't work like that. Why? Because people's jobs depend on this, right? Farmers grow tobacco. They need that income. Government collects tobacco tax. They need that income. You know what I'm saying? They need that income. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's very easy to say, well, let's just get rid of smoke. Let's just reduce it. No. There's special interest at heart here. There's people that relies on this for jobs. This is part of the economy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just geeking out a little bit. You know? Maybe I'm geeking out a little bit, man. As I'm walking around, it's just like, you know, this is such a wealthier country than I remember as a young boy. Such a wealthier country. When I was a kid, this country was nowhere near as wealthy as it is today. You can see there's cars everywhere. You know, people have motorized vehicles, motorized transportation everywhere. It's a very, very wealthy country now. Very rich country now. Very, very rich country now. Second richest country in the world, in my opinion. Second richest country in the world. But there's just a lot of things that, you know, frankly, when I compare to my childhood, a lot of things that are still exactly the same. Probably, in my opinion, hasn't even gotten better. Exactly the same thing. You know what I mean? So let's keep moving. Damn, I'm going on a little... See, let me tell you guys something. So when I stream in the evening time, why the hell does this feel like a little therapy session where I just encourage myself to speak? You know what I mean? The morning, the ones when I stream in the morning, your nighttime, those are like more educational. We go to places and shit. I feel like every evening when I stream, I'm just like yapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like I'm just, does that make sense? I don't know, man. I appreciate it. You know, how did it get this? Because life is hard, man. Like people are stressed out. People are trying to make their mortgage payments. You know what I'm saying? People are trying to, take care of their kids and make sure their kids can go to a good school. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a hard life. Life is not easy, man. I just think people are more stressed than ever before. Let's keep it moving. So this person right here, Elisa, in your area, are you living in China? Thank you, Yo-Yo. And Pamela Jean, you look like you living in China. Thank you, Pamela. Let's keep it moving. Indeed. It ain't easy, man. It's not easy. I feel very blessed to be able to do what I do. But, it's hard. Thank you, Karen. It's hard making a living out here. Let's keep moving. 胆大的，看每年有多少个人去考公务员了，胆大的，打 my ass。你啥都不懂，认知你屁都不懂。Let's keep it moving。认知真他妈的低。Let's keep it moving, man. Sometimes I'm telling you, when I read these Chinese comments, sometimes dumbest comments I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, these comments are so stupid. It makes me sad. It's like I don't even get upset. They just make me sad. Some of these comments. Let's keep moving, man. Honestly, man, some of these comments are so fucking stupid. It just make me sad. It's so ignorant. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. It's like other Chinese people are reading these comments. They're responding to it. Like, really? We live in the same country, bro. 太大。水浒传你看多了吗？你三国演义看多了吗？太大了，醒醒吧，傻逼。Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Tina. Let's keep moving, man. I'm gonna give you guys like 15 more minutes, and I'm gonna call a car. Take me back. Let's keep moving. Nah, it's not sad. It's just, Big Al, you still watching? Thank you to Celia. Oh, I'm not worried about the haters, man. It's just, let me explain something to you guys. Let me sit down for a second. I think for me, one of the biggest keys to be able to do anything well is to understand the core concept behind something. It is more important than anything else. Thank you, Orange Tea. In Chinese, it's called 认知. That should really be our word of the day today. The Chinese word is 认知. The English word is like, thank you, Regina and Orange Tea. The English words will be like, how do you say 认知 in English? It's like, thank you, Pat Zurich. It's like, hold up, let me do something. Let me turn off the dual cam. Let me chat with you guys for a second. And it's not cognition. I like that word cognition. It's so I could tell you're Chinese. It's not cognition. 认知 is like being able to get at the core concept of an issue. To be able to understand the core concept. The core, exactly, the core. I'm going to give you an example from my own experience, okay? If you go on YouTube right now and you type in the Monkey Kong, go do it on YouTube right now, after this live stream, obviously. Go on YouTube, type in the Monkey Kong, and look at the old videos I used to make. that barely got any views, like 1,000 views, 600 views, 500 views, barely got any views. They were very good videos. Like, I put a lot of time into them. Panda put a lot of time into them. We worked really hard. Like, they're nice videos. Sandra, if you actually watched it, you'll realize, like, those are decent videos. They're not bad videos at all. But the reason why they didn't succeed is because my 认知 was wrong. It wasn't, like, up to par. Like, it wasn't... I just was going in a wrong direction. The moment the channel became successful was last year, right around this time, in November and early December, when we made a big decision with our 认知. We said, you know what? I am going to show up in the videos. Before, it was just my voice. I was just doing the voiceover, and I didn't really show up. I said, you know what? I don't need to show up. But when I finally realized that in order to be a good storyteller, you can't just rely on the material. You also have to deliver it. You have to have a face for someone to remember you by, so that the next time they see you, they're willing to click on it. Thank you, AMP. Thank you, Sparky. So that was my 认知. So everything I do in life, man, I try to be very, very accurate with my 认知 and make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I'm following the right direction. Because if I'm not, all the hard work that I do is just going to be wasted. It's just going to be wasted. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Orange Tea. Thank you, B12. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like cognizant. Yeah, exactly. The fundamental. The stage wasn't set. You know? So it's like, I don't know. The more I do this, man, the more I feel like I get very pensive and thinking about things. And I'll tell you this. If the price that I have to pay one day is that because I'm so straightforward and I'm blunt and I say whatever I want to say, if the price is that, you know, we get more haters, we get people who, you know, disagree. Well, if disagreeing is perfectly okay, but you get more haters, so be it. That'll be the price. I'm willing to pay it. Thank you, Pat Zurich. I'm always going to come onto these live streams. A, we're going to have some educational live streams. But B, we're going to speak our mind. We're going to be truthful. We're going to say the things that really mean something to us. You know, knowledge sense. Exactly, Nick. We're never going to shut up. We're always going to say what's on our mind. And the minute and the day that I can't do that anymore, by the way, on TikTok, I think that's the day that I'm going to fold shop and I'm going to go do something else. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys very much. Let me call a car, man. I need to go back to my hotel. Let me call a car right now. Oh, it's almost midnight. It's almost 11 p.m. See, when I start chatting, it's impossible to stop. Thank you, Laney. Call a car right now. See if somebody's willing to pick me up right now. Hold up one second. I'm going to show you guys how much it costs to take a carpool home. So I am 59.2 kilometers away. Let me turn on dual cam. Do we lag at all tonight? All right, so I am 59.2 kilometers from my hotel. So that's about 40 miles. I'm 40 miles away from my hotel. It's going to take me at least an hour to get back home, get back to my hotel. The car ride is going to cost me exactly $10. So let's call it right now. It's not an Uber. I'm not calling an Uber. I'm calling carpool. So let's see if somebody picks up the order for carpool. With carpool on this app, for example, it'll say here 96% same route, 96% same route. Okay, see right away, a lot of people picked up my order. It says 有多个车主接单, which means a lot of people picked up my order and they're gonna find the best driver for me. So $10 for a 40-mile trip. 40-mile trip, $10. Look at that. I think that's a good deal. Let's see. First of all, yeah, a lot of people picked up. Let's see. This page should be refreshing. By the way, look at that. I'm living at the 7-day hotel, the Super 7 hotel. Cheap ass budget train, budget hotel. Oh, y'all gotta be frugal. Oh, just got it. Hold on one second. Pay for it. Once you pay for it, come and pick you up. Beautiful. All right, but if I do it by Uber, let me show you guys how much it costs if I used Uber to get home, like the Chinese Uber instead of carpool. So I get picked up here, and I go to the Super 7 hotel, the 7-day inn. It's called 7 Days Inn. If by Uber, the price is more than twice as expensive. It's 163 yuan. So it's like $20, $24, $23 if I go by Uber. Perfect. Perfect. Chat with you guys for a little bit. And then I'm going to sleep. Now our signal's messed up. How much is what up, James? How much is what's it called? How much is be $100 plus tip? Yeah, hell no. Nah, we don't do daylight saving time in China. Not at all. Education. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do my best. Hey, all the Chinese people that are watching, this is not for the Americans who are watching. This is for all the Chinese people who are watching in China. Do you guys agree with some of the things that I said tonight? Y'all are a good litmus test. Do you guys agree with some of the things that I was talking about tonight? For all the Chinese people who are watching? I'm trying to look at the comments. You agree? See, look, 同意, which means agree. You guys agree with what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I ain't a dummy either, man. Like, I could observe things around me. You know what I'm saying? I could observe. I could walk around. I could observe these things. And I'm like, that's interesting. That's interesting, you know? And I speak my mind. I want good things to happen for this country. I want good things to happen for China, right? I want good things to happen for the people that live here. Because at the end of the day, I'm Chinese American. I was born in this country, man. So I want nothing but good things for this country. Same time, man, I'm just telling you, the more I live here, the more I see things very clearly. The more I see, like, different things that kind of just make me think, ooh, certain things needs to be ironed out. You know, to be frank, I could get even deeper. I could get even deeper on some of these things that I want to say, but I'm not going to. Let's see how far away that Uber is, though. That car is. Hold on a second. See, this is just like Uber, by the way. He's only 4 minutes away. He's only 4 minutes away. Look at that, only 3 minutes away. That's why I love carpool in China, man. Look how close he or she is. Look at that. Okay? I am actually gonna say one last thing. Okay? I'm not being paid to say this. I just like, the more you kind of see things from my perspective and walking around, the more you understand why I'm about to say what I'm about to say. I understand. After living here for 7 years, I understand and I sympathize with a lot of the decisions that government makes here in this country. I understand it and I sympathize with it. Okay? Y'all could fill in the blank. because the more I walk around and the more I observe things, the disposition of the general public out here, the way that people think, the way that people behave, I understand and I can sympathize with the things that they do. Like, there's so much more I want to say to you guys, but I'm about to leave in like 3 minutes, so I don't really want to get too deep into this. Maybe one day before I go on my live stream, I get a nice little massage again and I feel really relaxed. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. I'm just gonna stop here. Just like the Chinese people in the comments are saying, I'm gonna stop here. Okay, I see what the people need. I'm gonna stop here. Okay, all right. Much love, everybody. I think this car is gonna come and get me. Much love. Let's wait together for the car to be here. Be here in 2 minutes. We'll be here in 2 minutes. Stand right here. Wait for the car to come and get me. We'll be here in 2 minutes. Only half a mile away. Yeah, man. Y'all have a great Tuesday for everybody that's got to go to work, got to go to school, chilling at home. Have a great day. Thank you, D. All right. I'm going to see you guys on Tuesday evening. So my Wednesday morning. I'm going to see you guys on Tuesday evening. Thank you, Martha. Tuesday evening. I will see you guys. Have a great day. All right. Stay blessed. Don't be stressed. All right. Thank you, Big Frank and Big Al. I did come on today as promised. I told you I was going to come on tonight. I could have chilled and did nothing, but I decided to come on. All right. Thank you, Nana. Nick, much love, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nick. Keep it moving. Thank you, Big Al. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all have a great day. Thank you, Tracy Jones, Regina, everybody. Thank you. Okay, Charlie Lambert. Okay. Is that LJ? LJ's watching. LJ's been watching the whole time. I appreciate you, LJ. Tammy Jones, everybody. I'm gonna see y'all later, all right? I'm gonna see y'all later. Take care, everybody. When I come on tonight, let's see if this SIM card is still a problem with the algorithm. All right, so we'll see what happens later tonight. Thank you, Rodolito and Berea. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, everybody.